Arriving on site, coming to check out the install of a winter safety cover. See you in there.
What we do is we start halfway here, we do this one, then we do this one here, a crisscross. That'll give me to determine where this cover is going to land. That's how we make the shape of the pool. Where we are, and again, it's always about that much material overhanging the pool, which is not very much. 16 inches is all really required. And I just sit there and I line up kind of like where I got my strap, make it look nice. And all possible, we try not to drill very close to an edge of a interlock stone, so therefore we don't end up breaking the interlock. We always like to make sure we go straight through the concrete because these pegs are fairly long, so if you stop and you try to bang those pegs, they'll get stuck and you'll never get it out.
And what kind of drill is that?
This is a hammer drill. It's a Bosch. It's a special hammer drill. It's heavy duty. It's not something that you carry in your house or anything like that. And of course that's a diamond bit drill there, so therefore it can cut through this interlock stone plus the concrete. So interlock is this big, and then this goes into the concrete. If you were to use this to regular ones, it would lift the interlock and put it back in the pool, and we don't want to do that. So that's why we use the longer pegs for interlock application. Sometimes what happens when you hit a piece of rebar, you measure the hole. Sometimes that peg is this long and the rebar is right about there. A lot of times, okay, that's still enough. So what we'll do is we'll cut it right at that edge. And feel it. This is what it'll look like when the cover comes off in the summertime. You'll only see the little dial here and that's it. So these little pegs, obviously for winter application, comes with a little special screwdriver, which therefore we sit there and unscrew, and it lifts up into its little jacket. We don't lift it up too much because all it is just to accept the spring. And the spring right here, so as long as it's like this, we're okay. So we're just going to adjust this one here. We don't like to overdo the springs. So they just enough to catch the thing, also just enough to catch it so that way it doesn't pop off for any sort of reason. It's just enough, see, just a little, look at a little bit of tension with this bar, and I just have to tap it down. And then once I tap it down and I go like this, it's in. Here, that's not coming out. Can't undo it. See, can't unclip it. So it's stuck in its place. And that's how we actually install these springs. So that way when the winter time goes, these springs sit there and they pull themselves. These are double springs. You can't do this by hand, but you can imagine how much force the snow can possibly put on this cover. That's why they're double springs and they're very hard. Let's say, per se, we had to put, I don't know, a peg or a strap that's outside, let's say concrete or interlock. That means in the grass. Well, then we have ones that are like 16 inches long and they get pounded in the ground. They're all right, but I find that you have to adjust them every couple of years. So if they put an emblem right there, then that's probably your corner where it starts, where this is where the step is going into the pool. So if you look at that and you see that, you know that you're in the right path of installing your cover the proper way. Because if you imagine turning this all the way around, you'd be sitting there going, boy, oh boy, it's not fitting very good.